Hi there, this is Dr. Bia Vicencio. I'm continuing with our lifestyle education series with OptiFast. Thank you for joining. Today we're going to be talking about journaling. This is going to be something that I would encourage you to do. I think that it's a really good way to help to learn about ourselves, uncover some inner strengths, maybe find some ways to get our negative emotions out on paper. It's a good outlet for us. But sometimes it's kind of hard to get into journaling, especially if you've never done it before or kind of know how to do it. And also unstructured journaling sometimes can actually kind of have a negative effect. People sometimes can get into thought patterns that get kind of into a circular kind of pattern and then leave them feeling kind of stuck without answers. So I want to give you a couple of different ideas of ways that you could structure your journals if you want to try this. One thing that you could do is by doing a food activity diary. That's really great because it'll help you to get down the items that you're consuming, and it helps to avoid food amnesia. Sometimes it's hard to remember exactly everything that we ate, and we'll kind of leave things out, especially if we're eating kind of on the go or quickly, or snacking or grazing on things, or we kind of mindlessly eating about things. If you're diarying or journaling everything, when you start to do that activity, you'll think, okay, I've got to write this down in my journal. Also gives a lot more awareness of what you're eating, and especially with the activity part of it, kind of helps give you some more accountability, because you'll feel like, okay, I didn't have an entry in my journal today, I've got to make an entry. I'm going to go for a walk, something like that. Another way that you could journal is doing a when, where, why journal. This is really helps to get to the crux of examining urges to eat other than when you're physically hungry. So you could basically have 3 different columns: when, where, and why. So if you had the urge to eat, you'd write down, okay, I was at the movie theater on Friday night, and the why part, this one's a little easier, but sometimes the why part can be a little more difficult, and I had the urge to eat because I smelled popcorn. That's an easy one. But it might be something harder. It might be that you were alone on a Friday night and it was 8:30 at night and you felt lonely, and kind of coming to that realization of the reason why. Sometimes is hard to confront, but it can be also other times really revealing. So that's a good way to journal. And a third way is that you could do a gratitude journal, and this really helps to focus on one's attitude. Every night or whenever you want to do your journal, maybe it's in the mornings whenever you wake up. Writing down 3 to 5 things that you're thankful for, or that you're happy about, or that just appreciative of. This can really help to reshape your outlook and keep a positive, like I said, attitude where you kind of feel like the glass is half full rather than glass half empty, and that can be kind of help motivate you to move forward. Another way you could journal is by doing inspirational quotes. So you could get a quote book, or maybe you have a lot of quotes that you really like or admire, and then journaling about those quotes. Writing down what your thoughts are about the quotes, maybe about the author, about what they meant, different ways to interpret it. These things can be really inspirational, moving, compelling, or really motivational for people. And then another way that you could journal is by doing a blog. If you're really tech savvy, you could do an online blog, and kind of just go through your daily life and sharing your experiences and activities, and you can share recipes online, that kind of thing, and that can be really motivational for people too, especially if they get into that and they kind of have some followers and things like that. So these are just a few different ways. There's other ways to journal as well, but these are some ideas. So I would encourage you to try it for a couple of weeks. And maybe you try one style of journaling and you don't really feel like it's helping a whole lot, but then try another form, and see if one of the other ways helps you a little bit more. So just some ideas. I hope that they're helpful to you, and that's all for today, and we'll see you next week. Bye.